Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of February 2022. Thank you so much for joining me as I try to catch my breath. I did kind of have this moment when I got into your energy before I started filming where I was getting kind of sassy, a little bit showy, and just kind of felt my mood improving in one way, shape, or form. But anyways, I want to remind you as always, this is a general monthly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. I did receive an overall message for you in regards to the subject of money and career for your month, and that message was one success after another, paving the way. One success after another, paving the way. Let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, Scorpio, let's begin by pulling the overall messages from the Soul's Journey deck. I just heard get your voice out there. Okay. Coming through right off the bat for Scorpio to begin for this monthly money career read for February 2022 for Scorpio. Okay. You got them all? And underlining focus on change. What has changed recently and how is that affecting your money and career situation? And what needs to change and be adjusted moving forward? Embrace it, accept it, and allow yourself to go with the flow. Okay. Interesting. I'm being drawn right off the bat to these two purple colors. I feel like there is a sense of peace that is needed within your approach or just in your situation in general or multiple situations. But with the color purple, I do feel as if it's going to be a month where you're reminded of your royalty. I would maybe watch the Gemini reading for whatever reason. But you're also reminded that you're spiritually connected and guided towards changes and developments that are meant for you and only you. All right, so we're beginning with gratitude. It's a month where you're quite grateful for the ups and downs right off the bat, and you just almost don't know why. It's a push from the divine, from spirit in the universe. You feeling thankful for the opportunities that are being drawn to at this time, that you're feeling pushed towards even more so. You feeling at times a bit boxed in, a bit confused as to why things have been such a struggle up until this point, but feeling as if it's a month where, once again, your gratitude, or not once again, your gratitude is attracting successes left and right, one after another, going back to the overall message. And it feels like people are seeing you as a leader, someone who just guides the way, or just is a trendsetter, okay? But we're moving on to freedom. I'm just now hearing I would also watch the Pisces reading. I haven't even done that one yet, okay? Freedom. Break free from your mind, from your doubts, from your difficulties. There is a situation you're going to feel a sense of freedom when it comes to it. Whether you broke free from it recently in the past couple months, or you feel as if it's a month where you finally can see the sense of freedom that lies ahead. Okay? A lot of you wanting to and desiring the sense of freedom when it comes to financial difficulties, wanting to just purchase this right off the bat without having to think about your finances, your savings, or your goals, and just wanting that freedom to just live in that sense, okay? And I do feel like you're going to be granted that ability moving forward, even if it doesn't happen this month. But there's a huge focus on freedom in one way, shape, or form. But you're going to be feeling quite indecisive for a lot of reasons, or at least at certain points in the month. When the options roll in, don't allow yourself to second guess what you know within. Don't allow yourself to second guess you deserve them, or to second guess what you even left behind in the past. It's a month where you go from being grateful in a lot of ways, just quite indecisive and overthinking this and that. And I feel as if you'll be pushed to take a moment, a very Four Swords vibe, and step back, look within, figure out what your intuition is telling you, side by side with the downloads you've received from Spirit in the universe. Again, very spiritually connected, and you'll find that you come to the conclusion, the decision, 10 times easier, okay? To allow that intuition to guide you always, that voice within. Get that voice out, you know, in one sense, get your voice out there and pave the way, affect people's lives in a positive manner with your experience and your knowledge up until this point, but also utilize that voice within you to help guide yourself. You got to guide your own way so you can guide the way for others. A very leadership vibe coming through. But we have worry. So I do feel like, especially towards the end of the month, you're going to find a sense of worry coming to be, or you're going to be pushed to focus on a time when you were more concerned, more, I'm hearing a worry wart. Don't take that offensively, odd term or wording, but to learn from the worry and that you've experienced up until this point and just simplify things. Believe in your abilities, that you are potentially teaching people without meaning to, that over worrying, over stressing, over complicating things is not the way to go. Okay, but there is a true focus on endings, on at times you feeling a bit depleted on the path to success, and therefore seeing the successes once again come to be left and right, back to back, you know, even if there's a little bit of space between them, to the point where it reminds you don't have to overwork yourself or deplete yourself to accomplish what you need to or what you're destined to. Okay, but there is truly a focus as well on what has come to an end recently, going back to this freedom card for a lot of you, and needing to learn that endings are merely beginnings, paving the way, making room, if you will, for the universe's spirit to fill it in with something more meaningful, more purposeful, or just more meant for you, more aligned with you as you change and develop. And I feel like I've been going through, or will be going through this month, a bit of a death and rebirth, okay, on a soul level. Wow, quite a start. Let's continue and pull the main part of the reading. 6 cards from the Light Seers deck. You might find yourself being very wordy, very much willing to tell stories, go on rants this month. Roll with it. Sometimes I advise to keep things more simplistic and not over rant. Yours will be worth it for Scorpio to continue for February. Ooh, you see how that worry card got pushed away? That was key. That was key. Okay. And we're going to pull the last 2 right from the top of the deck. Okay, mixed energy. Very interesting. All right. We also have an underlying focus on you at times feeling a bit overwhelmed or feeling you're drowning in your work. Underlying focus on certain emotions this month. We can see that in the cards that are displayed, or at least some of which. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We're going to clarify this one before speaking upon it. What do we have for this Knight of Pentacles? The Tower, okay? So again, there's a focus to begin the month on a Tower moment that took place recently or needs to take place, and how things are moving quite slowly due to it. It's almost as if that Tower moment recently relieved you of a blockage, a heavy feeling that is now going to allow for a success to take place that is most definitely meant for you, or allow for these successes to trickle in a lot easier of a manner. For some of you, being very grateful for that coming to an end, even if that was a living situation or a financial investment, or it could have been a job or a business, something of the sort. Could even have been a small Tower moment within, you know, your business or your job. Something is of the sort, you know, a change, if you will, upgrading or just moving towards a different way of approaching things. However it pertains to you, I feel the sense of gratitude as the colors do blend together quite well. Feeling the sense of groundedness to begin the month, and you just being pushed to accept the pace of things as things transpire, to allow yourself to pave the way for others, as I feel you are showing them that abundance comes in a multitude of forms. You could be on a social media platform, or just getting your voice out there in one way, shape, or form, or feeling that push, that reminder in odd ways to begin the month. Okay? 4 of Swords. Something that has been moving quite slowly for you, whether it's getting it off the ground or looking for a replacement of something. Could be a job or a living situation or a car or something of the sort. That success is going to be very apparent throughout the month. It's going to be one of the many. You're going to see that pace pick up, if I didn't already say that. 4 of Swords. Let's clarify this one. You're granted the opportunity to rest in the middle of the first half of the month to figure out what you truly want. With the 9 of Cups, it feels like there is a wish fulfillment that comes in, and it grants you that opportunity to rest. It reminds you that everything's going to fall into place, that you don't need to stress, even if you feel like you have been a lot recently. Because I feel this huge overworked energy coming through, A lot of you feeling quite motivated, but burnt out, and therefore just at times wanting to work more. But in the middle of the first half of the month, you're going to feel as if it is a time to heal, okay? To, for some of you, figure out what you truly want, but for the majority of you, it's simply just to rest. When you feel the inclination to nap, I'm now hearing watch the Cancer reading, okay? So watch all of the water signs. Allow yourself to nap, to rest, take care of oneself. It's a time to implement self-care, to say the least. 8 of Swords. I'm hearing don't expect for it to hinder the success that's coming to be, or the pace of things. It feels as if following the Knight of Pentacles, you're granted this time to rest, to be one with the slow pace of things. And when things pick up, you're going to see things work out for you left and right, one after the other, okay? And again, this wish fulfillment coming through is to remind you you can rest when you're granted the opportunity from the universe. So yeah, there's a focus on a limiting situation to wrap up the first half of the month. Let's see what this is all about. You're overthinking. I can tell you that much, being side by side with this indecision card. You're overthinking a certain decision, whether something's, whether you're worthy enough, or it's worth it to go after it, however it pertains to you. Some of you not wanting to leave certain people, situations, energies behind, and all the meanwhile, it's a push to accept that you need to do what's right for you, okay? Again, 2 of them. An underlining focus on your emotions, on what you feel is quite secretive in your life. You could find that you're moving away from secretive energies or a secretive company of some sort. I just feel like there's a place in your life where you don't trust everybody around you, and that's totally fine. So just move towards something bigger and better for yourself, and I feel like it's one of the successes that comes to be, more so in the second half of the month, okay? But it's a healing, slow-paced first half of the month where you need to figure out what you truly want, what you desire in a simplistic manner, and you pave the way for others by showing them that that does take care of your health and allow you to heal, so that you can move towards what's right for you and allow for successes to come to be. Almost as if your hard work and effort from the previous months is now beginning to pay off in the second half of the month, and also in the middle of the first. All right, but with the number 99 coming up, I would look up that angel number meaning. All right, what do we have for this one? The Knight of Wands. Bear with me. I'm doing a lot of speaking today. You will say that at one point throughout the month, but you begin the second half of the month jumping for joy. It feels like yet another wish fulfillment comes in. If you're looking for a new living situation, that is going to be replaced soon enough. You find the perfect opportunity, or you get accepted for which. Somebody's getting accepted for a loan at this point in the month, or it could simply be that you get that job you desire, or just a little bit of money to give you that sense of financial freedom. You're going to whatever is making you feel restricted or tied down at this time, or stressed. You get that sense of freedom and joy to the point where you're glowing, to the point where you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to, as I stutter a little bit, understand the slow pace of things, okay? Somebody rushing in with their passionate side, odd wording, to provide you this wish fulfillment, to help your situation in one way, shape, or form. Embrace it. This is a month where left and right, again, you're seeing things happen for you. That's 3 nights. Okay. 3 of Swords, moving on to the middle of the second half of the month. What do we have for this 3 of Swords? It's the middle of the second half of the month where you're quite stressed over a change, development that's coming to be. Needing to take a deep breath, feeling a bit anxious. It feels like there is a change that you desire to come sooner, but it's almost as if you're given that wish fulfillment that it's coming to be soon enough, but you want it to change right away, okay? And so you needing to heal oneself, and it's almost as if you're rewinding that effort that you took to heal, to rest in the beginning of the month. And by stressing over things needing to come to an end sooner, you can find that energies are truly affecting you at this point in the month. And there's just a need for you to understand that everything happens in divine timing. There's a lot to learn, a lot to gain at this point. It's just you're going to feel a little bit all over the place emotionally in the middle of the second half of the month, okay? Try not to control things too much. You could even potentially feel a bit stressed over your financial situation in the middle of the second half of the month. It'll all work itself out. When you need a certain amount of finances, money, for something you want to invest in, or just, for something you want to invest in, expect for the universe to provide in one way, shape, or form. All right? You'll give birth to what you want to soon enough. Ace of Pentacles. To finish up the month in general, an opportunity arises. A success comes to be. A push to go after this opportunity in a successful manner, in a confident manner. It does feel like there is an underlying focus on you being a bit worried about the potential of the situation, or the growth within it for some of you. Whatever this ends up being, whether it's a job or a new opportunity to invest money, you do feel a bit worried due to your rocky past or just the difficulties up until this point. And I feel like you're potentially expecting the worst, but you're going to be reminded that it's meant for you. Okay, don't overthink things. It's to relieve you from a restricting situation once again. It's like all of these burdens and blockages are being removed as the month trickles on, regardless of how stressed or how emotional you truly are at certain points. The Empress again. You're granted an opportunity to give birth to what you deserve in a motivating way, and it just reminds people to not give up. It reminds people to release that control and to love what they do. And if you don't, to move towards it, okay? To accept the opportunities that you manifest at the end of the day, at the end of the month, by being grateful, by working towards it in a balanced manner, okay? I do feel like you could, in this new opportunity, you could potentially meet a new loved one, even if that's not romantic, all right? With the Knight of Cups, okay? So let's pull a final message or two from the Small Making Magic deck. Wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes, all right? Just remember that as you trickle through the month. Little luxuries, you need to remember to treat yourself, even if you're stressed over your money. There are ways to treat yourself that don't cost you a fortune, okay? And prosperity. And on target. Wow, you're protected, okay, Scorpio? And remember that a prosperous business with riches and success is meant to be within your situation. Prosperity in general. And you're on target to follow your ideal life path. And the adjustments, the changes, the wish fulfillments and success left and right throughout the month is part of you being on target or being adjusted to be on target moving forward. All right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing February, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.